In this video we're going to talk about the stash command that we can use to stash our changes temporarily in Git. Just to explain how this is useful, if I run git status now, you can see that I have made a change to cool plugin.php, and if we run a diff, you can see that I added a change here. And if you look here at the git status we ran, it says that your branch is behind origin master by 1 commit. So that means that actually the version I have locally is behind the version that's in GitHub. And if we go to GitHub and we look at the commits, we can see here that someone was me, but doesn't matter, bumped the version. Okay, so I want to get those changes locally before I keep working, but I already added a change. So if I just run git pull, it won't work. We're going to get an error message because it doesn't know how to merge those changes. So it says here, please commit your changes or stash them. And the line I added is not really ready to be committed. So I just want to stash it, and then I want to pull, and then I want to take it from there. So if you run git stash, save working directory and index state, work in progress on master, and if I run git stash list, you can see here's my stash, and there's some work in progress on master. And if I did this multiple times, it would just keep a list of all the stashes I had, and they would all have an index key here. Okay, and if we run git status, we can see that there's nothing untracked or ready to be committed. So let's try run the pull command again. We got the version bump, and if we take a look at the file, you can see that we're on version 5, which is the newest version. And now let's just look at the stash one more time. We want to apply this particular stash, the one that's at index 0. And we can do that with the command called git stash pop, and then we can give it this stash index. And actually, because it's the one that's on top of the stash, we could just use the pop without any parameters. But we're just going to be explicit in this example and just give it the stash with the index key of 0 as a parameter here. So let's try to run that. And now we got the changes back, and if we run git diff, we can see that here's a change I made. And if we just take a look at the file, you can see that it's still on version 5, and here's the change I added. So by using the stash, we were able to just kind of get rid of those untracked changes and then pull the newest version, and then we could reapply those changes to the file. And it's a pretty useful feature. And if you have something that's not really ready to be committed or doesn't really make sense as a commit and you need to work on something else, it's instead of making this temporary commit and maybe move it to another branch or something, it's a pretty easy way to just sort of stash it, and then you can refer back to it later. So that's the git stash command, and all for this video, so thanks for watching.